everyone, welcome back to the kitchen. Today we are doing a pre-holiday refrigerator organization video for you. Now, I have said in the past that you would never see me do one of those froofy, super duper, hyper intense refrigerator organization videos. Well, you're not going to see that today either. But today you're going to see me clean out my refrigerator and you're going to see me organize it a little bit in preparation for all of the holiday festivities. So, pre-holiday, getting ready for all of these festivities. You know, it's the beginning of December. Today is December 1st, in fact, as I'm uploading this video. And, you know, you really want to take a good look at what you need to do to get your house ready. And after Thanksgiving, you know, that week after Thanksgiving, you're tired. And I get it. This video is all about refrigerator organization, and I got some really great items to help me do that. And some things you might not have considered using in your refrigerator, some things you've seen me highlight in my last haul video, and some things are totally new, and I think that they're really going to pique your interest because, look, I've got a really beautiful French door refrigerator that I wasn't sold on it at the beginning, but I love it now. And the thing is, the compartment in which you store all of your refrigerated goodness, sometimes it's difficult to kind of figure out how you want to, you know, pack it in there, so to speak. You know, if you were a logistics expert who had to pack this in for, like, let's say, you know, putting on a ship or whatever, you would definitely pack it differently. But because we're packing it in for the holidays, and how do we, you know, I have a lot of ingredients in my refrigerator. I have lots of sauces and lots of dressings and lots of different things, lots of different ingredients, because I do a lot of cooking and I do a lot of recipe research and a lot of recipe development. So I might have a lot of different things on hand at any given time. So it just depends. So here today, we're going to talk about refrigerator organization, and it is post Thanksgiving. And what better way to talk about that than to talk about leftovers? Hey, if you haven't checked out Temu yet, I'm sure you've heard about it. Why not? Temu is your online superstore, and it's like Amazon and other big box stores all combined. Really great prices. I know some people don't really enjoy shopping that isn't American, but I'm here to tell you that my wallet says if I can get it for a better price, then I'm going to look for a better price. Now, you using my code at the top of the screen, you're going to be able to get 50% off your first purchase just by downloading the app to your phone and using my code. And also, when you do that, when you download that app, you're going to be able to get $100 worth of free coupons, and they're going to apply that to your first order. And I think that is a deal in and of itself. So be sure to do that and go ahead and shop to your heart's content. Christmas is here. It's a great way to save money on gifts. There are so many things that you can get for your friends and family, like 40-ounce tumblers to your heart's content. All sorts of them are decorated with glitter and ombre. Maybe you have crafters in your family. Maybe you're a crafter. Maybe you need table decor. There's so much. I can't even begin. Go ahead and check it out because I know you're going to love it, and I hope that you do. So give it a try. Temu, download the app. But here you can see that's corn casserole that Rick made for Thanksgiving. And then here is my cranberry relish. That's the last vestiges of Thanksgiving. I think we might have some sweet potatoes and some turkey out in the other refrigerator that are for sandwiches for later. But these containers are really nice. They're heavy. Their seal is really good. The lid is really good. They run through the dishwasher really well. And I will make sure that you have the, and you be sure down below you can get the link. Now, these water bottles, I bought these, and I bought, I think, a dozen of them. These are very heavy duty water bottles. They have a really nice stopper in them. It's a nice plastic stopper. They have all of the markings on the side in case you're trying to track how much water you drink in the course of a day. So it'll tell you to refill it after you've finished it. I think that's really funny, but because if you're an avid water drinker like anybody in my family is, like, we drink the 40-ounce tumblers. We fill these several times a day. So if you are trying to get on track of drinking more water, this might be a really great way to do it. You can just fill up those water bottles and keep them in your fridge for your family to grab. The next thing on the list is the silicone bowl covers. These come in a set, I believe, of 10 or 12. I will double check and make sure that you have the link down below, and then I'll let you know on this screen also. These are great to have on hand because they are super versatile, and they're really, really nice to they avoid having the need for plastic wrap, and they're reusable. You can put them in the dishwasher. You can swish them in the dishwater, just rinse them off, and then you can just let them dry, and they're always on hand. You know, you might have to get a couple of sets so that you have several of the same size, but they're a graduating set so that you have some that will fit like a dog food can or can of green beans, all the way up to a larger bowl. Next up, we're going to talk about this really awesome egg drawer. Of course, you don't have to use it for eggs. You can use it for just about anything you like. Maybe you want to keep your lunch meat from the deli in here. Maybe you want to keep some vegetables in here. It doesn't matter. You can use it for whatever. But we're going to keep some eggs in here. We did get 18 large eggs in here. However, I believe that you can fit 2 dozen small to medium eggs in here. I personally have never purchased small or medium eggs, but maybe you have chickens that lay smaller eggs, and maybe they will fit 2 dozen eggs in this drawer. Now, this is a nice, sturdy, heavy-duty plastic drawer, nice acrylic drawer. The frame, it's spring-loaded, and you load it from the back of your shelf, and then you pull it forward, so it hooks onto the back of your shelf. You pull it forward, and it latches onto the front of your shelf. And so then it just kind of attaches that way. It's very, very secure, and it holds on, so it's not going to fall off, and your eggs are going to be nice and safe. The next thing we're going to talk about is this Lazy Susan. Have you ever thought about using a Lazy Susan in your fridge? Because I think it's a brilliant flippin' idea. Now, we've done this underneath the egg drawer, so we've had to use some shorter items so that they wouldn't conflict with hitting the drawer. We've also put it in between some things, so we had to make sure that it wasn't going to rub or hit on those things that we've put it in between. The other thing is that you want to make sure that it's resting completely level so that it's not going to hit on anything. You can see, I'll show you in just a moment, but this is a really great way to be able to just turn your Lazy Susan. And I love this one because it's got a lip on it. It's a little bit deeper, and we put a variety of items in here. Not all these things are going to always live in here. And when we totally reorganized after the video, we did kind of do it to suit our needs 100%. So you can see that we put shorter things in here. So there's some sour cream, some roasted red peppers, there's some sharp cheddar cheese spread, what have you. And then there is shaky cheese, because Noreen does use shaky cheese for some things, but then she does use really good Parmesan cheese for other things. So, don't judge me and don't come at me, because there is a place on your table for shaky cheese. I'm not going to judge you either. So don't look too close at the things in my fridge. I'm just saying. I won't look too close at the things in your fridge either. We all like what we like, and we all grew up with what we grew up with. And sometimes those things are just comforting, and they make us happy. But look, this Lazy Susan, I actually fit 2 of these in my refrigerator when all was said and done. 1 in each back corner. Actually, I think I put this one on the top shelf in the back because it just fit perfectly up there with the short items. and it just fit so well, and it gave the middle section a lot of room. Now you can see me pointing here at the produce drawers. You can see how it's a little not level, and then there is a lip there to prevent spills on the shelf. Now, because of that, the Lazy Susan needed to sit up higher, and as a result, we needed to use something to raise it up. So I took one of these rubber or silicone trivets, and I'm going to go ahead and reach behind me as I'm talking to you in the video, because I do talk through this when we're filming, even though I'm doing a voiceover, just to give myself an idea. This is one of those silicone trivets, and it has a honeycomb texture on it. Now, these are really great trivets, but we went ahead and used that to raise up the Lazy Susan. These are great to use as a pot holder, to grab things out of the oven, to grab hot dishes with. And then you can use it as a trivet on the table. You can also use it, and I'm going to show you here in just a moment, you can use it in your refrigerator as a drip catch, because maybe you have something that you've overfilled, or maybe you have something that you're worried is going to spill. Like I have this half full jar of delicious sweet pickles that a very good friend made for us. And they are so delicious that I've kind of been hoarding them, and I need to eat them. But what if this was a little over full? You were worried they were going to drip or spill. The honeycomb texture on this trivet would help eliminate the worry of having that all over the bottom of the glass on your shelf in your fridge. So that's something to think about as well. Those trivets are available. I think they come in pairs, or you can buy them in 2, 3, or 4 packs. So I'll make sure you have the information on the screen and down below. And then we're moving on to what Temu is calling the refrigerator organization containers. This comes all compact. It all breaks down. It nests into each other when it comes flat in a box. Now, I have not filled all of these because, honestly, I'm probably not going to use all of these in my refrigerator at once. In fact, I think I'm going to use those in my craft room, which is another really great option for you. But I think that these could really be used in your refrigerator very easily, because what I'm talking about here is how many of us go to our favorite fast food chicken place or our favorite fast food taco place, and we get the extra sauces. We get the extra, the mild, hot, fire, or Diablo sauce, or we get the signature sauce, the Polynesian sauce, or the ranch sauce, or we get the Cajun ranch sauce, or the whatever sauce that we like. We always get some extra. We always like to keep it in the fridge for another time. So maybe this is a really great opportunity. Instead of throwing it in the big drawer and maybe having to fish it out later, you can keep it corralled in one of these, and you'll always know where it is. So I'm not going to lie to you. I have a bag of taco sauces in the big drawer below that we collected, and we use it for other tacos, because maybe someday I will share with you some tacos that we recently found in the frozen section of the grocery store that are too freaking die for. But in any case, the taco sauce is something we do love to collect. But those little containers are really great for that. So the larger containers here, these large skinny containers, I think would be really nice if you wanted to keep, maybe you do some meal prep for the week. Maybe you want to put some fresh vegetables in here. Maybe you like to take carrots, celery, bell peppers. Maybe you like to cut those up and you want to keep them fresh for the week. Put them in here. You go ahead and you fill it with a little cool water, or maybe even some ice cubes, and those will stay fresh during the week. And here I'm showing you the bottom container. The bottom container's lid, it just rests on the top as well. It's not like a drawer. And I have some grilled chicken in a bag in there. And like I said, there's plenty of room in there. There's also be a great container for thawing meat. If you had some ground beef or some chicken that you wanted to thaw out, if the package was the right size, you could just pop it in there. It's going to be safe. It's not going to drip all over your refrigerator. And that's a really great idea, quite honestly. a place to be able to thaw your meat, and then you could just rinse it out or wash, sanitize it, and boom, you're good to go. So there you have the refrigerator organization containers that will nest together for storage later if you don't need them for something. But again, I think they'd be great in a craft room. I also think the Lazy Susans will be great in a craft room, and I do plan on using some of those in my craft room as well. So went ahead and I just popped the olives in here because they'll get eaten, and we love olives. The other thing is I could have opened up a couple of cans of black olives and tossed them in here as well and just mixed everything up, and then we would have had blended olives. And it's that time of year. It's kind of olive and smoked sausage and cheese and charcuterie board time of year. And who doesn't love that time of year? I love that time of year, all time of year. Frankly, it's a great type of lunch. So you could put this anywhere in your fridge. It really is a nice skinny container. You could also use this for dry storage. I think it would hold a sleeve of saltines if you want to take that to your office as well. Now, these are great. Look, this is for cans or these 16-ounce bottles. It will also hold a 20-ounce can, whatever can of something that you want to put in here. These, I think, are really ingenious. They have the handle. They have little feet on them. You can lay them down like we have in the bottom of our fridge, just as an example. And because they have little feet on them, you can also stand them up. So if you have your extra refrigerator and you have set it up to where you can line these up maybe on the top shelf, and they'll fit. Like if I had this shelf in this refrigerator set up different, I could have done that. These can holders are quite ingenious. You can lay them down on their side, you can stand them up on their feet, or you can stand them up just like this, upright with their little handles, and you can pull them out, take out the can that you like, and then you can just push it back in. One of the other things we're going to talk about is these mats. These are liners for your refrigerator shelves. They are silicone. They do have somewhat of a honeycomb texture to them, again, so that it will catch drips. And these are really awesome. You can they come in sets of 2. You can go ahead and put them on every shelf of your refrigerator. You can use these also. I was going to use one in my craft room and under my glue gun to catch drips from my glue gun, because then once it dries, you can just peel it off and toss it in the trash. So there's more than one use for a lot of things. You just have to think outside the box. And I think that because I'm a crafter, I think outside the box a lot. So this is a really great idea, because you can also, this is a great idea. Go ahead and put one of these down when you're, washing vegetables, or put one down on your counter when you're taking care of meal prep items, or when you're, packing lunches or what have you. This is a great way to make sure that your counter stays clean and sanitized. This you can sanitize by spraying with a sanitary cleaner or wiping it down. You can go again, swish it in your dishwater, put it in your dishwasher top rack, and then you can roll it up, you can store it flat, or you can go ahead and just keep it in your fridge. And then when the time comes, you can just pull it out, wash it up, and then you can just easily wipe off the glass shelves in your fridge, and you're good to go. You don't have to scrub anything, because this is what will get washed. So I want to thank Temu for sponsoring today's video. I hope that you learned something. You can get all the information down below. Be sure to download the app, and you'll get 50% off with my code of your first purchase, and you'll get $100 worth of coupons, and you'll get to spin the wheel, and you'll get to have a lot of fun. Make sure that you do some Christmas shopping. Do it now, because it'll take a couple of weeks before your order gets here. And I'm not joking with you guys. Temu has a lot of great things. I hope you love it. I hope you try it. And until next time, I'll see ya.